Good morning, everyone. I'm back, and it's pretty early because I was up really early to clean my studio so I could really get going before the heat sets in. But it's still 26 degrees inside the studio, so who cares? We're gonna tough right through it. And I'm gonna do something I've never done before. This is a silicone mat, and I'm gonna make one of those geodes or whatever you guys call it. I think that would be a nice, little bit more round. I think that would be a nice one. And of course we need something in the middle like that. That's the plan. So you can see how big it is when you look at my hands. And yes, I have new gloves. They're blue. Yeah. Okay. This is a silicone, as you can see. You know, the one you put in the bathroom to seal the bathtub or something like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a barrier. Oh boy, this is tough. I'm going to lay down a barrier for our pour. But this is really tough pushing this out. Oh boy, those poor plumbers that have to do this. Yep. So, ooh, and this stuff stinks. But this is tough to push this stuff out. So maybe I won't show you how I do the whole thing, but I'll come back when I've finished it. And what I really want is it to be really smooth. So I'm going along with it, and I have a little soap water because someone told me if you do this with soap water, you will get a really smooth finish. So we're gonna go again. But you have to put so much pressure on one of these things, it's unbelievable. Or maybe just the silicone is too thick, I don't know. Okie dokie, here we go again. Now you can get this stuff in the dollar store. It's not that expensive. So if you're thinking, wow, you're putting all that stuff on and you're going to throw that away later. Yes, I am going to throw it away. But I'm going to be doing 2 layers. Maybe even 3, who knows. But this is squeezing it out. Unbelievable. My poor hand. And I'm trying to follow this line as best as I can because I want to have it nice and smooth. So we'll see what happens. Just want to put down 1 layer, then I'll turn off the video, and when I come back this is ready. I might want to put it down a little lower because that might help with the strength you need to push this stuff out. Unbelievable. I should get my husband in here and do this, but he can't do it as neatly as I can. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is layer 1, and of course you want to make sure that it really touches the silicone mat because it has to be containing the resin, which I pour in a minute, but we'll see about that. So I'll be right back when I finish this, and I'll show it to you, and then I'll let it dry a bit, and then we're going to do a resin pour. See you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back. Now I've built this up about, I would say, 1/4 inch. And I smoothed the inside out, as you can see, because I want that nice and smooth. Don't want to do too much sanding when it's finished, when I take it off here, if I can take it off. We don't know, because this is a silicone mat, but I'm not sure that's going to release the resin. So, you know, what happens, happens, but at least it's going to be sort of a thing. If it doesn't lift off this silicone mat, you will know that you can't use it. So that's why I'm here, to experiment and see if stuff works. And if it doesn't, you don't have to waste your money on it. So we'll see if this works. Nice and smooth on the inside. And of course I want it to be really closed off so that the resin doesn't creep through somehow, because I'd really hate that happen. And of course this is the first layer I'm gonna pour. Phew, this stuff stinks. But if it doesn't really look good, I can always add a second layer, because I can build this up a little bit more if need to. But I think it's looking pretty good as it is. So I'll be right back, and I'm gonna stir up some resin and get some pigments, and we're gonna do what we have to do. Okay, see you in a bit. Love you all to pieces. Okay guys, we're ready to do this pour. Okay, this is the pigments I'm using, Paddy's Pigments. You can find them at this address, resinartshop.com, and this is the discount code that you can use, and you'll get a nice discount. And I'm sure Casey is going to make sure that everything gets to you in no time. So it dried. It's not sticky anymore. Just put it outside. Took about, I would say, half an hour, and it's pretty dried up. So what I've done is I've mixed up some resin, and what I'm doing here is about, let's see, about almost 300 milliliters. And I'm going to start with the lightest color in the middle, because I want to also put in some crystals. As you can see here, these are crystals. I don't know, it's not glass, it's real crystal. They're used to put your other healing crystals in to get them cleaned or something like that. So I'm going to, first off, I'm going to be using sparkling white. That's the color, sparkle white. That's the first one. And I do want a little bit of sparkle in there, so let's do that. I'm going to pour in the resin. Make sure it don't drip too much. So we're going to mix this up. As you can see, it is sparkly. It's pretty. But I'm not sure I have enough, because I'd like to get two bands of this color on the in the geode, like we call it. So mix it up. That's it. Now I'm gonna try and really layer this one right around. That's it, no more than that. Stop. Then we want a really beautiful color, and for that we're going to take violet. And we're going to put the resin in there. And maybe just do a little band of this color, because this is a pretty intense color. See how beautiful that is? That is really intense. So we're gonna mix it right in. maybe a little bit more resin. But this color is really intense. I like that. And then of course we're going to put in a lot of pink. Maybe first the lilac color and then pink, or maybe not. I'm not sure. I never have a plan about the colors. I do pick the colors, put them together, and I think they're pretty, and then I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. See that? Putting it all around and coming back up. That's it. Now, what I also would like to do is get a little sort of a pattern going on. So what I was thinking of doing is something like this. Ooh, but I gotta clean it. Because that's sometimes what you see in one of those geodes. We'll just do that. That's looking cool. Okay. Now, that was that. Then we want, I think I'd like a pink. But maybe a really light pink. So let's think about that. So putting the pigments in, but I'd also like it to have a little bit of a sparkle. Let's see if we can do that. So I'm putting in some glitter, just want to first test if we see anything, because that's really important. That's a lot of pink, and that's okay, because that's what we're going to be using. And again, look at this color. It's really, really intense. And that's what you really want to have in your resin pour. You want it to really, really, you know, the color has to really hit you in the face. That's what's pretty about resin. So there we go. Now I'm not really seeing the glittery. Oh yeah, I see it now a little bit. Maybe I should put in a little bit more, because I want some holographic thing going on. Okay, this is ready. And I see that I've lost those little things I made, but that's okay, because we're going to come right back and we're going to do it again. Okay. That's pretty. Don't drip it. Then we're going to come back in with a little bit of this sparkling white, because I missed the spot there, but that's okay. We can add to it. There it is. That's starting to look really pretty. Wow. I see a really light pinky sort of thing going on. Let's do some torching. That's good. Now I want the really beautiful lilac color. New stick, new cup. And I'm gonna really use a lot more of this color, because you do want a little bit of contrast popping up here and there. Oops. Don't want to make a mess here. But this also, look at the shimmer on this. This is beautiful. And that's what I imagine one of those geodes looks like. You know, all sparkly and inviting on the inside. So this one we're gonna pour all around. Okie dokie. Oops, running out of color. But that's okay. Maybe you just want a hint of this color on this side. That's kind of how nature works. That's cool. Another stick, because I want it to have a little pattern, because I like that. That's it. Okay, that's nice. Now what do I need? I want more glitter. The holographic one. Okay. I think I'll have to put that on by hand, but we'll see. That's it. And now I'm going to come in with my little crystals. Ooh, this is a lot of work, guys. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit quiet, but I don't want the crystals in the middle here. Or maybe I do, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I change my mind a lot, but you're used to that. I kind of like it when they're on the side too. Oops, dropped a few in. That's okay. Okay, that looks pretty. Still want some around here. Not too much though. Not as many as there. This is gonna, you know, that's better. I think that's it. Maybe a little on the side here. Okay. That's that. And now I'm gonna come in with sparkly stuff. Oops. And this holographic glitter, silver color. Okay. good. And this we want to put all around. That's looking good. Okay, the last bit, and that is going to be holographic again, but a little bit more. You got to build this up, you know, you don't want to do too much of the same, because then it doesn't, you know, have that really cool look like nature does it. So you want to build it up in little layers. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this stuff is getting warm. More of the glittery. Now what this is a lot of glitter and a little bit of pigment, just, you know, to make it sort of translucent. And that's what we're going to pour straight along the edge here. That. Now it's looking really, really pretty. And pulling that out a little bit like that. And I do think that I want to add a little bit more of that purple, because that purple really does it. Or maybe not. Difficult. Choices, choices. See these little ones, they will be lost. So let's just put them in. Oops. Guys, you can always fast forward. I don't mind if you do. Oops, there you go. But I want to get these in the resin so they stick. Some are really difficult to get, to handle. That looks cool. Whoops. Get you in there. But we're going to come back in. When this is dry, we're going to come back in and we're going to put some blank, you know, just resin over the top. And this is not sticking. See, I think I need some more here. So difficult to get these out. Okay, now one more layer. And I like this, but I'm not liking this bit here. Don't know why that is. Because I lost a lot of purple, I think. I'll have to do a little bit purple extra. So here we go, just a little bit with the holographic stuff in it. okay. Then a little bit of that purple. I think I need a little bit more resin. Sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but that's the way it goes. Okay, that's it guys, it's ready. So we're gonna let this set. Then I'm gonna come back in and do a whole layer of just resin on the top. Maybe use a little bit of glitter here and there, but this is the base of the geode. So I'm gonna put it away and we're going to let it get all tough and that I can peel it off, and I'll show you in the end, right? Love you all to pieces. Laters.